Okay, so I think we're streaming. Let me check. Okay, yeah, we are live.
Met.
G
Hey,
Met.
Matt.
G Met, everyone. All right. Who should I give hosting ability to? Actually, who has a good connection?
Good question.
I have good connection, but I'm in the Asia. I don't know if that matters.
Let me I don't I don't
You,
know if it matters. I think as long as you have a good connection, it should
I don't
work. But
have
let me
the app also. I just use browser.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Cook, if you take host, would you be able to mod the chat and everything?
I think so.
Okay.
all right.
Maybe.
Yeah, hand it over to Heavy Metal Cook.
Okay, let's do it. All right, man. All power is going to you right now.
Oh.
Did it work? Maybe you have to accept.
Nothing's popped up yet.
Oh, really? That's interesting. What? Oh, are you on the app or are you on the website?
I got the app.
Interesting, bro. Do it. It's weird. It won't let me clicking on it. I'm
Hmm.
clicking on it. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. Good. Okay.
You are the host now. Right. Got it.
Okay. Awesome.
Sweet.
Great. I think we said as far as format, I don't know. By the way, I don't know if you got if we should wait else from Goose, but as far as format, I think we said maybe Richard would be good to introduce yourself and some of the context for this, and then we
Yes.
pick up
Yes.
pick up some of the
My name is Richard. I'm a co-founder at ISC. ISC is stable currency, trying to replace the dollar. It's inflation resistant, so it's not how you say. It's not susceptible to inflation. It's a new currency. We launched our point system about a month ago. So the goal of our point system is literally to walk this new currency through DeFi. So the moment at first we started with Solend, and then now we integrated Meteora, and then there will be more tasks coming up. So part of this, we wanted to essentially like help people use ISC on Meteora because if we provide liquidity, Meteora, then it helps the trading. Same with the lending. Like there's multiple aspects of DeFi, and we want to help user essentially use ISC everywhere. Meteora's like we've been in touch with Meteora for a while, so we thought it's probably the best place. They also have the LP Army, which is essentially focused on educating people on how to provide liquidity on DeFi. So we thought it was the best opportunity. And then Ben, I think 4 weeks ago, started to YOLO his money into DLMM. DLMM is for those that don't know, is very concentrated liquidity. It can make a lot of fees, but it needs to be actively managed. So he wanted to showcase to the community how to do this with the help of Mario and Geeklad and others. So today, I will be the one YOLOing my money, my ISC, to essentially provide liquidity against ISC. For now, of course, there's advantage of ISC is that it's essentially growing in value. The disadvantage for now, because it's not widely integrated like USDC or Sol, is that it needs to be routed through USDC ISC pair or Sol ISC pair. So there's like it's a slight hiccup for liquidity provision, and that's why we incentivize with points to get that network effect going. But despite that, because the liquidity on the other side is very thick, we're going to give it our best shot to essentially provide liquidity against ISC. I don't know if that's a good summary. Anyone else here with me?
It works for
Do you
me.
guys?
Yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
that's great. So Richard, about how much capital in USD are we looking to LP today?
Let me see. Let me see. I was just scouring IC. Like, so we have 15 IC, so 26,000 US dollar
Okay.
that
Okay.
we have available.
So it looks like Mario's just joined us. Perfect timing. Hey, Mario.
Mario.
I think he's trying to find his mute.
There he is.
There he is.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
So we're just getting ready to get started here, Mario. We have about 26,000 USD worth of ISC to LP today. So
Brad, how much are we losing?
zero.
Now we need to distribute back to the community the profits, right?
Yeah, that would be a first time.
Oh shit! People did not tell me that. No, I'm kidding. Let's try our best. For those that don't know, it is risky to provide liquidity on Meteora. So it's a high risk, high reward. So I would only recommend to do this for those that really know what they're doing. I try it sometime by myself, and I'm a professional market maker, and still I need the help of like the expert for DeFi on-chain liquidity provision to do this. So like learn first with them how to do it, and then maybe start to do it slowly. That's a recommendation, I think, for everyone.
So Mario, I know you and I had discussed potential strategies, kind of doing some allocations to some different pools. Maybe you can kind of give Richard the rundown on what you were thinking.
Yeah, sure. So maybe we should split it. I thought we were going to do like 10K. So this is a bit more. It all depends on how many positions you want to manage. But I would suggest maybe going with one paired with Sol, one with established meme, maybe Billy or Bonk or Viv, and then one with something that has high volume. Maybe the current Nero coins, they have crazy volume, so I think we could get some pretty good volume through our trades.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I think the majority of what we're going to see is going to be through arb trades. Like I was looking at the cloud ISC market, and pretty much all of the orders going through that are multi-hop orders coming through Jupiter or custom arbitrage bots, using it to perform arbitrage. So I think whatever markets we go into, we're going to need to probably use a lower fee because if we a lower fee and a lower bin step, because if we try to go with a high fee, high bin step, it's not going to be profitable to route orders to it or to do arbitrage on it. So maybe we can go a little bit higher fee with Nero or what. I guess depending on the volatility of the meme coin that we pick. If it's a more established meme coin, there's going to be already a lot of liquidity, low fee liquidity, low bin step, so it's not going to move as much. So we'll have to go with a lower bin step, lower fee in those markets, and then maybe we experiment a little bit with some different bin steps, different fees on the high volume meme pair.
And Nero still have pretty good volume. They're not as good as they were, but they're pretty big swings, like 10-15% in 5 minutes. So I think we could get some volume.
Yeah, and there's more than one.
Yeah, there are two that are
Yeah.
the main ones, the main contenders.
Yeah, I don't think you want the pumped up fun one. I think the correct one ends at the CA ends with UL.
Yeah, that's the higher market cap one.
Which one you want to start with, Mario?
Just send it in the chat, the CA.
Okay, cool. So contract address is in the chat there for you, Richard.
Okay. Let me click on this. Oh, not it's the pool address, right? Or the token address?
That's the
It'd
token
be a
address.
pool
Token address.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you could just put it in the.
Yeah. Oh, do you guys
Right.
usually use Jupyter or you use the LMM directly? So how much do I buy?
Let me check. I think it had a pump, so I'm not sure.
It also depends on how you want to skew the position. So, you know,
Yeah,
the
you should open the chart on Deck Screener and see how it did.
and then change it to Sol up at the top, in like the center of the chart, right above the chart. There you go.
So you guys are used to price things in Sol, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's easier to set up your
Yeah.
ranges.
I see.
So it had a pretty big bump from the bottom like an hour or two ago. So I would perhaps go for maybe 10, 20% on the upside and the rest on the downside. Uh, maybe skewed towards bid ask more.
What are you thinking for the total in USD for this position, Mario?
Not sure.
Maybe like a third of what we have.
I think this one is pretty high risk. Maybe a bit less than that, but I
Okay.
mean a third is fine. If Richard wants to do it, that's fine.
Let's start a little bit less, maybe.
Make it so.
Okay. Like
Fine.
maybe 20%. Like
All right.
you do like 5,000. But that's in total. That's in total. So the idea here is because it's had a pretty decent run up. Um, you know, it could continue to go up, but it could also retrace. So to be a little bit more conservative, Mario's saying maybe we only put 10 to 20% of the investment on the upside. So you would only swap 10 to 20% of the total of the 5,000, and then the rest of it, you would leave it in ISC. So if we're gonna do five, sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you could always try this first with one-sided.
With just ISC.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new pool, so I think it has to have some token as well to
Yeah.
get more trades. You know, to get it kickstarted. 10%
All right.
is probably fine. Maybe we should set up the pool first and then buy the tokens.
Yeah. Good idea.
Haha. Yeah, I should go with the
Put the
token
contract
address.
address. Yeah.
Otherwise, like this one's gonna fuck us up otherwise.
There you go.
So, and we were saying how much in fee?
It's a good question. What do you think, Mario? Because it's gonna be all arbitrage.
Yeah, it is, but it's also swinging
It's
quite
swinging a
hard.
lot. Yeah.
So I think 1% would get some
One.
volume for
Okay.
sure.
1-1.
That would work.
So there's not really you guys do you usually guys set the 80 bin step or you stick with 1-1?
Depends on the volatility. I mean, if it's a relatively new meme, you could just do 1-1.
For new ones, I do 200 bin steps.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right, so say if we went for 5K, we go for 500 in token.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't work. That won't land.
While we're watching a Jupiter transaction, if you are, I know that we had boot camp last Sunday. We had, I think, the largest attendance ever. I don't remember what the final number was. It was a couple 300. If you're curious, our boot camp moderator, Ryan, he is processing forms today, and probably going to be handing out roles and whatnot. So, if you've been waiting on your role, it's coming. He's working. Give him some time, but welcome to the LP Army. Everybody is new, and we're hoping to have a boot camp again in August. So you want to learn more about the Meteora, the DLLM, what have you, we got you. Uh, we're trying to make it even better and more informative and what have you. But also a shout out to our Goose Gang. Who's in the Goose Gang? Give him a honk in the chat. I know Mario's hardcore Goose.
Honk honk.
Honk honk.
So how did the Goose Gang start? Like, where is it from? Like, suddenly I show up at the community call, it's like Goose Gang. I was like,
Well,
what the?
okay, so once upon a time there was a meme coin called Goose, and one of our LP Army warriors, guy named Ewan, he started getting some old. Alex telling me don't tell the secret, but the he got some NFTs. Mario, like his uh profile pic there, Goose pic. Um, it just started out as a joke, and everybody started having Goose profile pics in the Discord, and it's kind of blown up from there. Um, that it's a gang of hardcore LPers, man.
I see.
It's
So it was literally built while LPing, around LPing.
yeah,
Cool.
and yeah, it's gotten huge.
Oh yeah, that I've noticed. That's pretty much the only thing. It's like, okay, they all hang out. They seem to help you together, and that's growing every week.
Yeah, like I said, it started as a joke. I mean, we showed up to a community call, like just everybody had Goose profile pic, so in a Meteor community call, and it was like a prank on Ben, but then it just, man, it's gotten
He's
crazy.
the only one who didn't notice.
Wait,
No,
what's this, a prank on me? What?
well, like originally, whenever like we showed up to that, there was a community call, and we were like, everybody have their Goose profile pic. It would just be like a sea of geese, you know, just like, so you'd be like, what the hell is this? What's all the geese? That was
I did notice that. That was cool. It was cool. I thought it
yeah,
was
yeah.
really cool.
Guys having fun, and then it turned into something serious.
Well, it seems like people are printing. So,
Yeah.
man, that's always the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Discord and you see somebody with a goose, they might know what they're talking about.
Richard, if you want to join, we can make you an honorary goose.
There you go.
Yay.
Honk honk.
Honk honk. All right. So, is there a reset?
If you want to, can you zoom your screen just a little bit?
Yes.
There you go. It's a little better. Yeah, let's do it.
This page is still loading.
Oh. So normally we
It may
is
take
there
a while for
reset?
the pull charts because
I see, I see.
there's no chart yet for anything. But you should be able to open the position without a problem.
Should we reset the price? I remember there was there was a way to reset the price before.
Yeah, you have to use Edge.
Okay, okay.
The button only comes out when it hits a certain threshold of difference, and there's no liquidity in the pool. Like there's no liquidity between the pool price and the market price, because
Right.
it won't let you sync that if someone puts liquidity in there in between them.
Probably the API hasn't picked it up yet.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of the things where we have to refactor. There's a whole bunch of things we have to do, but we have to refactor our backend on this stuff. It's just the number of positions and pools have kind of really blown up.
All right.
So all the positions on the details page are done through the RPC, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. But some of this other stuff, this other data is being worked on. The stuff that requires the backend needs to be worked on.
All right. So we'll just, I guess, add a very wide position with no liquidity whatsoever, right? This will be our price finder liquidity.
Yeah.
I don't know if the arbitrager will bother though.
Oh, should someone link to ISC in the chat? Someone is asking what ISC is.
Oh,
We got a deposit, right?
Yep.
yeah.
It means it's
All
time
right.
to drink.
Oh.
Did this turn into a drinking game too? Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on. I fuck it. I might just go for a break. Convenient. Oh, nice horn, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was just gonna go drink from the can.
Wow!
Oh,
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Let's go. Let's go.
hell yeah. Well, the last LP jam we did, Geek Lad was running, and there was a lot of deposits, and yeah, I drank a lot. I need to get more scotch. I forgot to go get it.
Did you fall over when you were mowing the lawn?
No,
That afternoon? Okay,
no,
that's good.
I'm a big boy, so I mean, it's all right. But
Yeah.
yeah, no,
I was gonna say you got some big swords there too, like alcohol, DLM swords. I feel like this is dangerous, man. It's fucking dangerous.
Hey, that's my middle name. Heavy metal, dangerous cook. I'm here to party.
Nice.
Hey, like it's like 10:30 in the morning where I am. I just woke up, I don't know, maybe an hour ago.
Oh, nice.
But Like I said, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
Those are true words. Those are true words.
Very accurate. Very accurate.
Very, yeah. I kind of there's a part of me that really, really appreciates that.
Yeah, man, I'm here to party.
So we closer to market price there?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like it's synced.
I wonder if the old
What is it?
Jupiter limit order trick will work on this pair.
I thought you guys would do the one bin swap trick. Isn't that
How do you do how do you figure out how much is there and then you swap.
Yeah, but it's better to do with an active market.
oh that's true, that's true. It's probably this hasn't been
shit.
picked up yet.
Right.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get some ARB.
I wonder actually if you just if then I mean, because this is an interesting case that we haven't ever LP'd before, using like ISC instead of solar or UCC. I wonder if maybe the way to attract more of it is to lower the fees.
Yeah, that's what we did 1-1. As far as I know, like we wanted to start with 2-2, but we decided
Okay.
lower to get all that volume
I
flowing.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the price of Nero's moving enough, it should still pick up some
Yeah.
volume even with
So
1%.
How much?
now I
Sorry, how
basically
much?
put nothing. Do we put more? Or
What's the total? The total seems small, right? Yeah.
yeah, at the moment it's 5 ISC. I wanted the arbitrage to find the price, but that they didn't pick it up, so it's not working. Maybe there's not enough money.
Yeah, there may not be enough liquidity yet.
Yeah, I have to catch up on Jupe stuff routing, but it picks up markets instantly. But
Oh, there you go. You got an ARB in there now.
oh, you did. Oh, good. There you go.
And yeah, the price moved.
Actually, there's direct integrations. We have
Awesome.
people who are arbing directly too. So
Oh, I see.
there's a lot of people on. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see to do a technical analysis on our volumes. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, the Jupe routing is very advanced now, or there's a lot of stuff involved between picking up because it used to have like a $500 minimum requirement for markets, but now I think there's instant markets for routing, or at least certain levels of routing. So I just need to figure out what that means.
Right on. Well, what I know is I saw another deposit, so
Oh,
I was like, yeah, I did.
So Mario, we've got. What do you think we should
Another
do in terms of constructing this? So do we put a little bit more of a spot and then do a bid ask?
I think spot is probably fine because it's current range, like it just dipped, so it could go up 50%, it could go down around the same amount, probably a bit less. So I think spot is good for farming the fees to get as much volume as we can.
So maybe spot in the rest balanced on the Nero.
Yeah, spot Nero, maybe add ISC in bid ask. Maybe like skew that to bid ask and keep Nero in spot to farm the fees.
So this.
So what you could do is you could put it all in spot, Richard, and go the full width, and then stack on the remainder of the investment in a bid ask. What do you think about that, Mario?
Could be good. I would shorten the position a bit on the right and maybe extend it a bit to the left,
Yeah,
so we can cover more of a dip.
yeah.
Oh, we lost
Maybe
it.
1.5 should be fine, probably.
Yeah, you could bring the top in a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
All right. And then we put this and then we match.
Yeah, and then so I think we could do that, Mario, right? And then we
Yeah,
could
this
stack
looks
on
pretty
top
good.
a bid
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
with only Sol. I mean, only ISC.
I see. Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. This should work fine.
Okay.
That did not work.
You can increase your slippage for the right there at top
I
right.
see. It seems to have worked. We'll see. Awesome.
Okay, cool. You got it. All right. So now go back to the same position. No. Same position.
Oh, same position. Oh,
And expand the one. Yeah, exactly that one. And then bid ask, and then put in the rest of your ISC. Turn off autofill. And then remove Nero because you don't have any anyway. And then, so is that going to be the 5,000 total?
more or less.
Okay.
Need to do quick math, but yeah, more or
Okay.
less. That range, or we want to go further? What do you guys prefer?
Let's leave it there.
All right.
This is the toothpaste tube.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Chase with
So we got that one going.
What's next?
What's next,
The-
Mario? Soul? Or do we
I
want to
think so.
do a meme pair, like I guess a more stable meme pair?
It's also a nice
Established
play,
meme pair.
but we want some in Sol as well. Maybe we could do. I know USDC ISC will get probably 0 volume, but maybe put in 1K in there just so we can show people how different the fees are when there's less risk involved. That
Oh, sure.
probably makes like 0.01% per day.
Yeah, that's where we keep all our liquidity. So it's like, yeah, I don't think it would make sense for people to to help
All
into
right,
that. They
then
won't get much.
maybe
Yeah,
don't put it in there then.
yeah. Especially just before I put a bunch in the 1 bips to make sure that as much arbitrage comes. So yeah, the Sol might make more sense, or something else. Later on, when I see scale, it might be worth it. But at the moment, probably from a user perspective, it's not worth it.
What do you think, Mario? Then we do Soul?
Yeah, I think Sol should get some volume, and then maybe some stable meme.
All right, so we have a pool here. Do we use this one, or you guys want to create a new one?
That one should be fine. That's actually, I mean, if it gets volume, that's pretty good fee yield.
Yeah, it's kind of high fee, but I guess it's still getting some arbitrage volume and Jupiter routes. I think a lower fee you might get
All right,
a
let's
bit
do it.
more volume, but not too low. 'Cause then you're not going to earn anything in fees either.
Maybe 0.25.
Put Soul on the bottom.
All right.
Put ISC on top.
I was gonna ask if it that matter. It's just in the terms of, I think the UI sort them anyway. No.
No,
Yeah.
create a stupid inverted pool.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
the charts always look funny when they're
Yeah,
inverted.
I see, I see.
Is that, do we want 25 bin step?
I think that's pretty good. I mean,
Okay.
25 BP.
I think 25 bips is decent.
All right. Quick
So we've
question.
got
Do you,
roughly 26,000 more, no, or 20,000 more.
yes.
Okay.
$20,000.
About 17,000. Yeah.
Oh
It's one
man, how much
point.
how much did we put into?
The other one?
Yeah,
Let me
I
see.
guess we ended up putting more than we wanted to.
Uh, makes the math tricky. Oh, it's still not there. Gonna go from history.
Question in the chat, Cerbec Soul, are we doing shots whenever we add a new position? I am doing shots anytime we make add liquidity. So you're welcome to join me here.
Heavy
join
metal
the
cook's
party.
adding a different kind of liquidity.
Yeah. Fully liquid on the curve. Because we're doing hard liquor here.
What's the total position value in USD?
5.8. So
Okay.
probably around
Okay.
5.9 at the beginning.
Okay.
Disclose. All right.
I would leave that tab open. That way you don't have
Yeah,
to
that's
keep searching
why
for it.
I
Yeah.
would not make the mistake again. Okay. So do we go spot and very tight, or
I think so. Or curve.
how much bin do you guys consider super tight?
I mean, it all depends on the volatility and the bin step and everything, right? So
Yeah, I like to do wide positions like 5-6 bins
On both sides or total?
total. Those are the best.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how much per
maybe
year?
add like 1-2 more and then do curve. I think that should be fine probably. It is a tight bin step, but if we want to catch the volume, we have to have it concentrated and cheap.
And how much do you guys want to put in that?
start there in case of it makes
Arb.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we
So
can
then
add
I'll
more
start with spot.
once we get
and
some
then-
trades, we can add more.
Actually, today I learned that you can stack different curve on top of.
Yeah, same position.
Yeah, I had no idea. As you saw me opening a new position.
Right on. Deposit time.
Oh man, you should not have told me. Like, it's very dangerous for you.
Oh yeah, see
Hey.
how much
I see, I see.
that's a big shift.
So in that case, we'll add a new. Oh, it does move a lot.
Oh, nice.
So we may maybe go a little wider when you add more liquidity and maybe another spot.
All right.
That's nice though, getting some good volume.
Gonna run out of solda.
Eh, for another.
See, I told you it's gonna be dangerous for you.
It's all right. I'm here for the community. I do this for you.
Yeah, we gotta keep you here for the community.
Yeah.
So then we could put the spot, I'm sorry, curve on top of that.
Even though it's moving a lot, you still want to do curve?
I don't know. What do you think, Mario? Should we just leave it in spot?
Yeah, spot is fine. I think this range
Okay.
is pretty tight, so I
Yeah.
mean, even without curve, it will get used.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Richard, if you join the Goose DAO, we'll sponsor your Windows license.
Ouch. Ouch.
Damn.
I changed computer and like now they like the license doesn't port anymore. I've been using the same license for 15 years. But it finally
damn.
quote unquote expired. I'm kind of pissed, so I'm holding on. Anyway, it is super annoying to have this. So okay, it's not moving. Do we
You want to get
create?
some more depth.
Yeah,
So what's your total right now in
we
this?
still have in
Oh, so
air.
you're like at about 800, 900?
Yeah, but wait, like what was not counted is like we didn't buy. I guess I bought Soul at the beginning. We're at. That's not. Is this
You're at
accurate?
about 1,000 right now.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we put more. Do we put more or do we go for curve? What do you guys think?
There you go.
And this
Yeah,
this
get
is
a little bit of
working,
volume.
so
You could add a little more depth.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, man, big move there.
oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Nice. That's nice. So
I
you're
was like,
definitely getting some ARBs or some multi-leg orders.
Right on.
so with that, oh, I need to go get more. Or do I just put, I don't need to autofill, right?
No, you don't need to.
See, would that be okay to just put liquidity on the, oh, it's flip.
On the ISC side, you could. If the price moves up, you'll grab some orders.
Right. So price moved. Yeah, it depends. I guess it depends on what you.
We're doing this in the chat, Richard. Someone asked, is ISC a stable coin?
Kind of. It's very stable, but it's not pegged to US dollar. So it depends on what you define by stable. It's more stable in the US dollar, arguably, but it's not pegged to US dollar. So if you were to measure it against the US dollar, it will fluctuate in value. So yes, it's inflation resistant stable coin. Oh, actually, yeah. Thanks, Sash.
Right
So
on.
we add liquidity at the bottom, or we go buy Sol and we put liquidity on both sides. What do you guys think?
I think you could swap some and go two-sided. I guess half of whatever it is that you're gonna put in ISC.
How much you guys want to put in the Sol compare? Like we're doing Nero right now. How's it going? Okay.
Yep. Oh, you've acquired some Nero there.
Yes.
Oh, it's getting some nice volume.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as it does not cross this, we're in business.
Yeah.
You know it will.
I hope not. Or at least I hope that we're gonna make enough fee in between. So yeah, we have the Sol pool, we have Nero. Do you guys want to do something else, or we just go the rest in Sol? We can do Sol for now and then do something else later.
I mean, we throw it out there to chat, see what people think, or
Yeah.
Mario. But someone did ask, Clamato, he's asking how to explain how ISC is backed.
Okay. I'll do a very, very quick summary. It's pegged to this. So it's 20% cash, 20% gold, 20% short-term treasury, 20% bonds, and 20% global stock. So basically, like the USDC is pegged to dollar. It's backed by a dollar, but usually it's short-term treasury bill. So it's like USD equivalent. We just pegged to this, and it's backed by this. You can track the actual asset on our dashboard. So right now we have 2 reserve. So this is like now it starts to get like in the actual asset. VWRA is global stock, short-term treasury, global bonds, gold, cash, and then you track the liability, which is ISC, and then you make sure that the net is positive. So that's the reserve dashboard. That's like the 45-second summary of how ISC is backed. I could talk about this for 5 hours if you guys want, but I'll try
funny.
to keep it short.
And someone else has got a question here, and if you could, Richard, scroll up just a little bit. So someone's asking about swapping, is swapping on Jupiter absolutely necessary? And in the bottom left-hand corner there, you've got the little Jupiter icon, and you can click on that and you can do your swaps right here, Jupiter API. Another means to swap with anything is right here where it says your positions, add positions, swap. If you click on swap here, that is not going through Jupiter. That is swapping within this pool itself. So, and I mean, I've even done this, like, say I wanted this token, that token, I'm wanting to trade. I'll go out and I'll find a pool for it. If sometimes I'll create that one bin position, to just like, okay, I want to change all my USDC into Sol or whatever, I go in that pool, create one bin, let it swap. But sometimes that doesn't go the way I want it to. I can swap right here within the pool. I find myself doing that quite often. Swapping on Jupiter will always give you the best price. But personally, I would rather rip off my own arm and beat myself in the face than allow anyone from a Radium or Orca pool get that volume. So I'll swap within a pool to get my stuff and allow my Meteora brethren to get the fees off of that. But multiple options. Just anyway, wanted to point that out. Answer the question.
Especially if you're the main LP on the pool, it might actually, and you just want to rebalance. That's one big reason why you would want to use this swap. So
Yeah.
this is like, it makes sense if you know what you're doing to use this one, because like it's very unique action.
Yeah.
Jupiter is like, close your eyes, let it do what it's doing. It's gonna be, yeah, it's this
Yeah.
still has a very, very useful. It's very useful as a purpose.
Yeah.
It just not unless you know exactly what you're doing, and like you're like you're in the right pool. You know where there. There's enough liquidity. Yeah, then I wouldn't use this one.
Yeah, I would. So like in
Because
this
the
case
price
now,
impact can be so big
yeah.
that you get like charged 2 times more than you get.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this in this pool you don't want to do it because it's a shallow pool, and you've got other liquidity in there, so you're gonna be losing money to other LPs, and you're gonna have a large pricing impact. So if you do it in a shallow pool, you're gonna have high price impact, and you're gonna get a much worse price than you will through Jupiter. So I would only use that if it's a pool with a lot of depth, like if you look at the current bin has several thousand worth of liquidity, and you're only going to be swapping, a few hundred, then swapping here is probably fine. But in a shallow pool like this, where scroll down, go to your positions, or actually, Richard, go to add position, scroll down to the bottom, hover over one of those bins, like the current bin, yeah. So I can't really see the number there, but how much? Yeah, yeah. So see,
41.
it's quite shallow. So you only have, you know, a little over $100. And so if you swap like $500, you're going to move across several bins and you're going to get a much worse price than if you just swap through Jupiter. So if it's a deep pool, if you had like, several thousand of liquidity in that bin, then it's probably okay to do the swap through the pool.
Right. Because like this would normally auto route to like Sol and USDC and then swap for the bigger pool in
Right.
Euro.
Exactly.
Don't know why
So
it's
it's
not
gonna
loading. But
it's gonna swap through all the different pools that it can to get the best price for you.
now I understand what you guys were saying. Like there's people that are copy trading what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, because there's already a little bit
Yeah,
of liquidity in there.
probably
Yes,
people
yes,
right here, man. They're like, right on, dude. I'm in.
yes.
Party.
Thank you.
I'm gonna throw this out. We didn't throw this out in the very beginning. Um, Nothing in this is financial advice. Do your own research, blah blah blah. Disclaimers. If you lose money, that's on you.
That's right.
But
Good
you
call.
is you, not me.
No, it's on you,
Oh,
Richard.
it's on Richard.
I mean, hey, Richard loses his money, that's on Richard.
It's on
Yes,
Richard.
that's correct.
Starbucks wants me to do a shot on disclaimer. No. I'm already feeling it.
What's your position looking at like right now, your positions? If you go
So
back
here we
to
did not. So the position for Nero is doing okay. Not that much volume though. I think 1% so far. And then the Sol one, we did not add the chunk. So actually, did we swap
No, I
for
think we left it like it was.
ISC?
How much do we have in there total right now? What, like 1,000 worth?
We have 1.6 thousand worth of ISC left.
No, no. Wait, how much do you have in that pool right now?
Oh, it's about 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to put like another $4,000
All right.
worth? So
Sure.
yeah, we could do like 50-50. Well, looks like you're gonna be skewed a little bit towards the soul side.
In that case, do you prefer usually to create a new position or stick with your original position?
I guess it depends. I mean, you could probably keep it in the same position. I don't know. Mario, what do you prefer? Open a new position or create add imbalance into the existing position?
Yeah, I add to the existing one, but this one maybe is a bit tight on the lower side, so maybe add some on the left side, extend it a
Yeah.
bit.
All right, that position. So we said 5-5 on both sides. 5-6.
I mean, you can do it a bit wider because it's getting some volume.
Yeah. And it's making moves. And you could skew it down so that you get some more liquidity down on the bottom side.
Okay. Does that look good?
Yeah, I think so. Also, Richard, quick question. Could you make these pools count for the points as well?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Because, people will
Probably
be
the new.
incentivized to set them up, and if they believe in
Right.
ISC, then do those.
Right. Actually, it's not currently. We need to add them one at a time. But yeah, probably we want something to pick them up, similar to other system. It's just like in the back end, it's as hard as to pick up the new pool as it is to pick up the volume itself. So we'll look into it. Otherwise, in the meantime, just ping us on Discord. on
Sounds
our
good.
Discord, and then we're gonna add them. Because yes, we very much want to. We might actually like if there's anyone that like provided liquidity to a legit pool and so on, and then you did not get points, just ping us. Like our goal is not to like make a super strict point system. You need to do A, B, and C. It's like if we see that like you're doing something that we want you to do, which is provide liquidity against ISC, and you're not trying to cheat the system, then like what we want to do is reward you essentially. So just come talk to us either for a new pool that you're gonna set up, or a pool that you already set up before and you realize you're not earning points. Then we want to fix that for you essentially.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I think I think you're going to get a lot more volume trading with or providing liquidity and against other tokens other than USDC because it's just
Yeah, of course.
so stable and
Yeah, we provide so much liquidity there that
yeah.
and the sad thing is like most of your volume for USDC, because until we really ramp up volume for ISC, it's going to be arbitrage whenever
Right.
ISC price moves.
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay. I mean, you're still creating volume on the token, so
Yes, that's actually quite insane fees. I don't know if it's a typical day for you guys.
that's
Maybe
pretty
you got
good.
it set right, man.
Well, it's still early, so I mean, after more time goes by, those
It's
numbers are
gonna
gonna
drop,
drop.
right? I
Yeah.
see. Because of the original like repricing.
Right. Right.
I see.
And it's basically projected over 24 hours. So, as more time goes by, it's going to normalize a bit. So, like if you waited 24 hours, it's not going to be it won't sit at 80% for the
I
next
see.
24 hours. Unlikely.
Unlikely. That's too bad. I was here to double my money. Double
But
or
you're
go
getting good
home.
fees. You're getting some decent
Yeah.
fees. And we're getting some volume, so that's good.
Richard, someone in chat asked, when did ISC launch?
March 17th of 2023 at the Solana Cross in Vietnam. Eno went on stage and said that we're live. So we've spent most of the hacker house just like making sure the mint was correct, and so on and so on. All the multi-sig. Just a lot of last minute, like making sure we're not fucking up.
Yeah.
It sounds silly. Like minting a token takes 30 seconds. Making sure you're doing it right takes a lot more time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's been around for a bit because I've seen it out on Solend and places.
Yes, we had a lot of success on Solend. The reason why, and now it's starting to pick up that like other people are doing that, is that we were offering leverage and borrowing for new coins that we've strongly believed in, and we're willing to take the loss if it comes to it. Like INF, basically we're the first one to provide leverage on that. Cloud, JLP, Jupe. So like that attracted a lot of people that like they want to leverage on those token or they want to lend those token. It's like now they have to learn ISC because that's the only place they could do anything with those token. But now many protocol margin fi Solend are looking into like newly launched token, what to do with this.
Right on. Okay.
So Mario, what do you think about a third position?
I'm not sure. Maybe the chat can suggest something good.
Yeah.
I want to see some profit today, man. We get some serious profit. I'll eat a whole stick of butter live on the air.
How deep are we in Nero right now, Richard? If you look at your original, oh yeah, you're pretty deep. You might be out of range almost. Go back and look at your position. Look at your position. You're out of range on one of them.
Okay, no, we're
still
good.
good.
Oh,
It's
you're still good on.
one.
You're still good on that one.
Someone went too close. Whoever is in chat, like you might need to reposition.
That would probably be Alex.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm still good for 30 more minutes of this, and then I'll have the same problem, I think. We'll see.
So if you
Alright.
I
start
mean,
to see
the
a,
fees are
so
pretty good.
yeah, I mean, if you start to see it moving back up, you could flip it and go bid ask the other way, so that way you're selling at a higher price than what you bought it for.
Oh,
But right now you're still retracing, so what's our fees? Okay.
Right on.
I wish the volume, if you refresh the page, does it update the trading volume? I think it will. There you go.
169.
the dynamic,
Almost
dynamic
one to
fees.
one. Yeah, and then you got dynamic fees kicking in, so that's
Hell
good.
yeah. 69, bro.
It would almost be worth it to run a arbitrage bet
If
ourselves.
you want, you could flip the one that's out of range.
Okay. So we just withdraw this.
You can withdraw it, but don't withdraw and close. Just do withdraw.
What's the reason that you don't close it?
Because you're just going to put it right back into the same position.
So you
So
don't realize
copy
any
that amount,
losses.
the 3,486.
Yep.
Copy that quick before it disappears. All right. And then just put it back in a bid ask in the same position.
You just hit max here.
Ask
Yeah, you could do that. You could
Uh,
hit max. That's right.
on
'Cause,
this.
yeah, that's all we had left. Yeah. Yep.
Bam.
Nope.
Oh, failed.
No, it's like it didn't simulate. So for those that don't know, if like the wallet does not simulate, there's no point approving it. You just close and try again.
Yep.
But it might fail anyway because of the slippage.
Well, if it doesn't come into
Ah,
that range,
it went
you're not
in.
gonna, you shouldn't get any slippage.
Went in.
It went in. Time to drink. Go.
So what's the bottom end of that range? I'm sorry, the other side on the left.
Oh, let me see if I can get
If
a
you
better
scroll up,
view.
you'll see it. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, sorry. Position. But by the way, there's almost no money in it. $100.
Okay. And then the current price is 185. Okay. Yeah, so if and when it gets back into that range, then you'll be selling more of it at a higher price. So
Right.
you'll have a positive impermanent loss or divergence loss. Divergence gain is what you'll have versus ISC.
Yes. Okay.
But you could do the same thing with this position here eventually.
I see.
Is you kind of withdraw and then deposit into the same position in a bid ask, and
I
then
see.
if it goes lower, you're gonna buy more cheaper. If it goes higher, you're gonna sell more at a higher price.
How often do you do this to flip the position in order to capture more like how do you call it? Divergence gain
Yeah,
as opposed to
divergence
fees?
gain. That's a good question. I mean, I guess it depends on how much it's moving, how far in it moves. If it doesn't move very far in your range, then there's almost no point in doing it. But if it goes like a third, halfway into your range, then it might be a good point to do it. I don't know, Mario. What about you? When would you flip it to a bid ask?
It all depends on the volatility of the token itself. If it's ranging, like going left to right pretty often, I like to flip it as often as I can so I get more profits,
Yeah. So what do you think? Wow, it's moving. Should we flip it here?
Yeah, or convert it to a spot position.
Okay.
So we withdraw everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just remember how much ISC you end up with so you can put the same amount of ISC back.
All right. 1385.
You could shift in the actual, you could click on the position transaction once it pops up and get the amount from
Shit.
there. There you go. So click on the view transaction link. There you go. And then you can get the amount from there.
Okay. And then you say go spot this time.
Yeah. Go ahead and put in the max of your Nero. And then but disable your
increase this,
autofill. Yeah,
right? Oh,
disable
right, right, right.
your autofill and then just put in the max.
Awesome. Okay. So like that.
Yeah, I think so. Mario, wait, so you put it in spot or do you put it in bid ask here?
I would put it in spot, but I would put it with autofill, so we keep some ISC in case it dips out of range, so we can add
Okay.
more, you know.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's autofill.
Yeah, autofill it, so whatever ISC it is.
So just max the.
Yeah, that.
Okay, there you go.
So we will keep like 600-700 ISC in case it dips like 30-40% below this, and then we
Right.
can buy and get our average cost down quite a bit.
That's good.
So do you want to set a position way out for now, or you wait for it to drop?
It depends. Lately, I've been waiting for them to drop, and then I go in two-sided so I can realize more of the profits on the token gaining in price, you know.
Got it.
But
Right.
it's always smart to keep some ammo in case, like, for as you can see now, 166 is the price. If it dips like 30-40% below that and you're out of range, you can just buy spot and add it to the same range. And if it comes to a range, you will be in profit like pretty soon because of your previous buy.
Understood.
It also doubles the risk though, so there's like, you can double down, but you're also doubling down the risk.
Oh, yeah.
How about the fees, Mario? Do you like to swap or reinvest?
It depends. If I got in single-sided and it's at high market cap, I like to swap them to Sol. And if I get in early, like within the first few hours, I like to keep some in case it bumps, but I usually sell that before the coin does 10x, so I always fumble the bag.
Yeah.
So
Quick question.
if you get in early, like save half of the fees and redeposit half of them back, or like sell them to keep some profits.
Your Ben had to take off, but he's on just in case. Cheers, Ben.
See you, Ben.
See you.
Yeah, I'll check in every now and then. I have to run. But looking pretty good though.
Yeah. Experts' advice. Not financial advice though, just experts.
No, it's not.
A quick question, actually. Like now we're actively manage the position, right? I think for that makes sense for some time that like we're basically trading, very, very actively trading. What do you guys do when like you're essentially walking away from the computer? Do you just pull all your liquidity, or do you set up a type of position that's gonna do okay even if you're away? Does that question make sense to you guys? Or you're always in front of your computer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I like to like actively monitor them. If I have to walk away, I like cut my positions by like 80%, just leave some running in case it prints, but I like to watch them because I only do the risky stuff.
Understood. Understood. So when you essentially walk away from the computer, you close most of your position and you're done trading, and then your capital is sitting in your wallet, and then maybe a few hours later or a few days later you come back, you get back at it. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much, but it's never days, it's usually hours.
I see. I see.
Alex says he stays in the position 24/7. Alex is
Yeah,
hardcore, man.
Yeah, Alex is a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we get a deposit in there? Did I miss something?
we withdrew and deposit back. So
Yeah,
Okay.
so
it's
so
up to
you
your
have to give
definition.
one back, you know.
All right. Oh, screw it. Let's drink. Alex, what's cheers in Russian? Oh, he don't know. Whatever. Skull. I don't think it's butter time yet. Is it butter time yet? I don't see any. Oh, I can't even say that, Alex. Nazdari.
Na zdrowie.
Oh,
Say that again.
Na zdrowie.
Nazdrovia.
so
I'm
so is
already.
Russian similar to English? It's like they write something but you say something else. Like there's no
Yeah.
because there's no A at the end, and then you just like you wing one in.
Vodka team. Man, I'm
Making
feeling
nice
this.
moves there. It's edging upwards like that.
So because it's
Um,
edging upward, then the repositioning of the position is gonna give us like essentially beyond the fee, it's just profit, right?
that's
Yep.
right.
Awesome.
As long as the coin has volume and like swings quite a bit, you can be in profit even if the price action is usually down only.
Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, the fee can compensate for the your exposure, right?
Exactly.
I mean that's the whole story. Like because if it goes up, like you essentially for the risk you were taking, you missed an opportunity. You could have just held the token. So it's a bet on like volatility will pay the price change for the price change that you did not capture.
Yep.
Or that you captured in the wrong side. It's probably more accurate.
What's going on with the soul position?
Let's refresh.
Yeah, so we can see the difference in fees generated
Oh, right,
between
right,
the
right.
Sol and a DGen meme.
There's a suggestion from Alex. He says he has Nero fees in position and ISC to the soul position. Which just, I mean, that makes sense.
Add Nero fees. Okay, so withdraw the fees, right?
Yeah,
Claim
Yeah,
those
and
you do a
compound them.
claim. You
All
do it
right.
or a claim at the top, whatever.
Yeah, do the
Oh,
do the claim at the top so you can claim it from all your positions.
let's compound this.
I would do
You
it
can go
in curve.
tight with the fees if you want. With the
If
With a
you're going
curve.
to compound it in this one, I would go with curve, so we get more.
yeah, that's true.
Print fees with freeze.
Do you usually autofill it or not?
No, no, no,
Well,
no.
I only compound the token, the shitcoin, and then add the ISC that you claim to your soul position.
Yeah.
That's what I like suggesting.
Yeah, that's pretty typical what I do. Like I'm trading memes. Any fees that I claim, I'll toss them in just like the shit coin into the position. And quite frankly, for me, I'll put those in at a bid ask, just because I want to sell those higher. But
Oh,
curve is also good. I mean, it just depends on what you want to do and what you think the token's gonna do.
curve it is this time.
Oh, whatever. It's time to drink.
It is. It is.
Ah.
Look, we have some more fees that we could deposit again. I won't do that to you.
I don't know if
All
that's worth it.
right. You miss So okay, now we redeposit the Nero. What else we were supposed to do? Print
Did you
this.
autofill it?
It was not autofill. I re-put the IC that we for this one there was
Okay.
some ISC, right? So I put them back. It was pretty close to autofill. So which means, if I'm not mistaken, is like we're pretty much where we started in terms of price.
Put the ISC into the soul pool.
All right. How much this fee?
Yeah,
That was
whatever
how
you've
much?
claimed. The
There was
fee.
no soul that we claimed on this one, right? We
Yeah,
just
don't put
claimed
your soul back in.
okay. So in
Save your
soul we don't
soul.
have much. Yeah.
Save your soul.
This one do we want to size it up or we stay as is? I think we still have yeah, how do you guys want to manage the bank essentially? Like we still have 10,000 ISC to invest.
So we could go with a more stable meme that has good volume and see what kind of
All right.
volume we can pull in with ISC. Um,
So you guys have like I know you guys have tools to find those pools. Do you want to showcase those tools or do you want me to try to find it using this page?
We can throw up the Metlex tool.
yeah, we can go to Metlix.
Can you send a link in chat?
Yeah.
Metlex.io.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you go to DLMM 100, I think, up in the menu with the tabs. No, down, not down.
Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
there.
full.
Right.
DLMM 100. That will show you the
Okay.
top 100 pools. You can select the fee you want, and if you want volume in 5 minutes, that's what you want ticked.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Super
it
cool
will show you
tool.
the top pools. Yeah.
Well, Nero. So we were already on the right ship, clearly. Billy, I don't know if you guys consider Billy stable now. It's kind of the other one, right?
Yeah, Billy just started running back up a little bit.
With Mother, more Nero, or is back.
What do you
You
think
also
about trying,
want something like with 5 minute change bigger than like 2-3% because we want ARB trades.
right? Whiff probably hasn't moved that much, right?
I think it's 0.11.
Yeah. What about Billy? Billy, I think he just moved up like 1%,
Yeah,
2%.
Belly could work probably with a low base fee.
So you guys are looking at this, right?
Yeah, that, and you have transactions below that in 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours. You want something that has high amount of transactions.
I see. And ideally probably on both sides, right?
Yeah.
So interesting. Who built this?
This is Alex,
It's
man.
Alex, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, some king shit right here, dude.
It is next level because it's like, yeah, I would like to oh yeah, it's here. I would like to know that too. Oh yeah, it's here. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
You get-
No, dude, Alex is a badass. It was a great tool.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? BD is both sides. Oh, I'm gonna start throwing feature requests. It'll be nice if we can filter out token. Like remove this. I don't want to see Nero, and then it removes all
Yeah.
the Nero pool. Uh, I'm a big fan of iterative search. It's like here's the original search, and then you refine your search after that.
Alex said okay. He did. He said okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing. I was like, what? Okay,
Yeah.
what does okay mean for Alex? It's like, is he
You're
That
working on
means it
gonna
will be
think
up
about it, or
within
it's
a
like
day.
just reload the page, bro?
it.
uh,
So we want to try Billy. Somebody else in the chat mentioned Sigma or Ginnin.
Sigma or Ginnin. I've never heard of those, but can do.
Same
Well,
here.
you know, you can also like if you go back
It's
up.
pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Although
And
maybe we look on Deck Screener too, because I mean we're not going to be in any of these markets. We're going to be creating a new market, right? So we're
yeah,
really looking more at tokens and markets.
but there's like a way to find like, you know, current pools. You can filter by token and see,
Yeah,
you know, what's out there, what's on top. Because I think it sorts by what's on top, and it'll show you like everything, whether it's Meteora, Orca, Radium, you know. So you can even see it's like, okay, I need to beat this Radium pool or whatever, you know, with my fees. Um,
what's Sigma doing right now? If you search for Sigma on Deck Screener, just hit slash and then Sigma. Yeah, it hasn't moved much in 5 minutes. And then Billy. No, Billy's moving. What do you think, Mario? Should we do Billy?
I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in these.
Yeah.
I'm all about quick rugs.
quick rugs, lose their money fast.
It's like if the token existed yesterday, nah, not interesting.
Too late.
I mean, we can do a quick rug as long as it's not too much money.
We're already doing one.
Oh shit.
One,
You better go back and look at it.
one-sided or wreck strategy. I've been digging ore lately, man. I made some bank off of ore. I don't know that it trades fast enough, but I looked at that the other day and I made some money. It pumped pretty hard.
Yeah, they're launch V2, right? Or they're planning to launch V2.
They're getting there.
It's got some volatility.
Both sides, like that.
Yeah, you're on a
Not a lot of
retrace.
volume though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not. I'm just reading off of what's on the chat,
No,
dude.
that's true. That's true.
I'm starting to get drunk here.
Well,
So
this is a Meteora pool. This isn't Radium. I bet the Radium pool should have a lot more volume. If no, do this. Go down to on the right side where it says other pairs. So go down a bit. Keep going. Right there, other pairs, and then pull up the. I guess it is the highest volume. Huh.
No, here, right?
Oh, there you go.
It's not so bad. So
500,000.
not so good. It's like very recent.
It's about 10x. Or we could do Michi.
Michi. Oh shit, 10 million.
not much volume.
No,
Well, no, that's the 1 second step.
Oh, 1 second. Holy crap.
I said, like, if you look here, there's not.
So 10 million volume. Yeah, I mean, this is a more stable one. Might be interesting to try it.
Do we go for it?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right. How much do we put in?
Let's go back to the chart, see what the trend's looking like. Go to like a
$1 million.
go to like a go like to the 5 day chart.
I accept wire transfer or stablecoin. Sorry, go back to where?
Down at the bottom of
Yep.
the chart, on the bottom left of the chart.
Yep.
Go to 5 day, just so that we get a zoomed out view. So yeah, I think you could do like a 50-50.
All right, 50-50 of. So how much do you guys want to go in? We still have 11,000 ISC. It's a meme coin.
So if you want to do like almost the same as what we did with Nero,
4,000. Let's go
maybe
5,000. So,
yeah.
six. All right.
Boy, that's going through a lot of pools.
Oh yeah. It's funny. You might end up going through some of the. You might end up going like through Nero or some shit.
Oh, Bill.
No, it's like I canceled it because it was not. Oh, we
Oh.
cannot see the rod here. That's too
Yeah.
bad.
Not all of it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that route looks like.
Right. Let's check it out.
Hey.
USDC open book. So that's probably the liquidity we put in.
Got it.
No.
because that's USDC to Sol.
Right.
Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
through the ISC USDC pool
At
first.
least one of our Met brothers is getting paid.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. No, we do. What fees should we go in for?
Um, hmm.
Drop it in chat. What do you guys think? Goose Gang, Hong Kong.
Probably 0.25 to get some volume.
Yeah, I think so.
And the stable pair is at the bottom, right? Either Sol or USDC is here,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much percent? Sorry.
0.25, I
0.2.
think. What's the current pools? What's the current main
I'm
pool?
in a Sol pool right now. I've been in there for a while. It's a 0.4. So yeah, I think 0.25 will be good.
Yeah, 0.25 will probably get some volume.
Yeah.
All right. Do we go in spot?
Probably would.
Yeah, this is a safer play. You can go spot and go full range because you did 25 bin step.
Yeah.
Bet trade volume almost $1 million.
How many bins do you guys want?
Yeah, go full
Go
range.
full
Full
range.
range. The full amount.
69,
Right?
dude.
But don't put in the full amount yet, so you can get
Okay.
arbed first.
Sweet. Do scotch for this one.
Mix it up.
I've got scotch and coconut rum that I got in Mexico. That's good shit. I'm gonna have to go back to Mexico though. I'm running
Oh,
out.
like
Good.
flavored alcohol is the most delicious thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it depends, but I don't quite honestly, man. I really don't drink that much. Like the last time I drank was the last LP session, but
I should try it. It's just not when I'm driving, you know.
well, yeah, no, don't drink and drive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, honestly, drinking while you're LPing is a dangerous.
Yeah, that's
thing,
what
but
I mean by drink and
this is not
driving.
my money, so cheers.
Yes, cheers. I'm gonna
Ah,
slowly less and less listen to to what you're saying. Say no, 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 YOLO into this, LP into that. Not sure, not sure. But so far so good actually.
right on.
So now we deposit the rest spot, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you're putting it in the same position.
I'll do a baby shot for that one.
All
You can
right,
check
so
how the Meteora position is doing. I think
Ah,
it's
damn.
doing pretty well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cup confidence says I'm slowly turning into to middle cook me. That's a good thing. I don't know what he means by that. If you're drinking or
Topo, we are
growing a
rich. Yeah.
sweet beard, but
I mean
Can you
the
refresh the page so we can see how much volume it got?
yes.
Yeah, that's
That's good.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make incentives for points, I think people would set up ISC pools for memes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
that would be cool.
What is how do I essentially like do you guys think I should talk about that more in the Meteora Discord and so on? Like where do you think I could get the most like convince the people who LP to do it? Because like right now we're advertising to our user, hey, you should LP, but it's like the bad thing is not the bad thing, but like we very often recommend them to go to CPMM because like they don't know how to LP, so I don't want them to get wrecked. So it's much easier to convince people that are already know how to LP and to use ISC instead because of the incentive. But like, in your opinion, what's the best way to reach out to them?
I think if you set up some incentives for points, people will do it simply because of the points, because numbers go up, you know. I think
Yeah,
you will organically get some people interested in the project and, you know, get some support organically.
got it. I'll
Yeah,
show.
Just like this pool, you know, people will, if it gets like 100 to 100K volume, people will be interested. They will look into it, look what size C, you know.
Right. So those are like current pool integrated in our backend. But yeah, I get what you mean. For especially for meme coin that are launched. For now, like if anyone does it, just let us know. I will make sure that you get points for it,
Sounds good.
and then we'll update their backend to allow this while working on the next quest. We need
I
to
mean, yeah,
integrate. Yeah, go for it.
we see this in Meteora. You know, there'll be people who show up for the points, right? And then they
Yes.
see, oh shit, look at the fees I can earn, look at the money I can make, you know, or whatever. You know, you have people show up for a token launch, you know, using one of the alpha vaults, and you know, they see this like they're just trying to get their allocation or get into the vault, and then they're like, oh crap, I can make some serious bank here, you know.
For sure, for sure.
So
Actually, like
same
that
thing.
I agree actually that maybe 66% of our strategy is based on like how Ben is growing Meteora. It's just like it's very not just inspiring, like a lot of things that are done and it's a lot through the community makes a lot of sense. So it's like the whole mantra of like came for the points, stayed for the fees or
Yeah.
state for the product, essentially. That's truly the only way to build something long term, because like incentives, they cannot last forever.
Right.
Like that's sad, but it's like, yeah, it's gonna end at some point. But if you do believe they have like a stronger product than the competition, then it's just a question of like show like incentivizing the transition, because it's not easy to transition from, if you're used to radium, it's not easy to transfer to Meteora. But once you're on Meteora, I doubt that you would want to go back to radium. I think
I
everyone
know I
complained.
don't.
Yeah. It's like
I would
just
rather
the
chew
quality.
glass.
The quality of UI built is just like next level, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if you guys are able to, create an integration where it's not just specific pools, where if anybody sets up any ISC pool,
Yep.
then I think people have more incentive, because right now it's just, I think the only reason anyone's providing liquidity in the ISC USDC pool is just for the points, because the fees there are abysmal.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we did the follow it again for the Mitra mindset of like rewarding fees for the LMM more than
Yeah,
TVL. But yeah, then it's kind of discouraging, because like, yeah, probably we might want to remove it at some point, actually. Just not to push people towards it, because it's going to be a disappointment to
right,
provide liquidity on the USDC pool. Like, they're going to realize, well, it's not like Meteora sucks, I'm not printing fees. It's just like, no, you pick that one pool that has probably the highest competition per fee
right,
on the whole Meteora. Uh,
right.
like even
Well,
USDC Sol is gonna have like better fees.
the problem is that, it's all arbitrage, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
if anyone's going to be arbitraging through USDC, they're going to do it through Sol, because there's a lot more liquidity, there's a lot more competition, there's much lower fees. So it's not going to draw
Right.
volume. Like ISC will draw volume against meme coins just because the volatility is there, and there's not enough liquidity.
Right.
So
So is your opinion that like Sol has way more volume? Like, it's probably easy to get the data, but like Sol has more volume than USDC as the base pair.
yeah, yeah, oh,
I
yeah,
see,
Yeah.
I see.
Like
So probably.
yeah, I don't do memes or any of these things. I really don't trade with the USDC very much.
I see, I see. So probably something that we really want to incentivize then, or even do ourselves, to provide very heavy liquidity against Sol, so that
yeah,
it routes much more easily. Understood. Because now your point is like everyone's trading in Sol is like they need to route to USDC, then ISC, and then
right.
to the main coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone asked, joining late, why are we pairing with ISC instead of USDC as usual? So anybody who's just joining us today, normally we jam with Ben's money. But today we are jamming with Richard ISC. I guess it's really lucky your parents, like your last name is ISC. Um, but that's really convenient. We're uh, we're seeing if we can't lose Richard's money today. Um, and but if we get some serious profit, and I don't know what the benchmark is, I'll let a whole stick of butter live on the air. I'm already getting drunk here every time we deposit, but that's why we're doing it. Giving some love to Richard and the ISC. You might learn a little bit here. Just uh, throw this out again. Meteor is not necessarily endorsing ISC. This is uh, NFA, DYOR. Do your own research, not financial advice. Follow along at your own risk. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry if I rambled, but it's the liquor talking. If you have anything to add to that, feel free.
Like, long story short, ISC is a inflation resistant currency. It's a replacement for US dollar long term. So we want to educate people how to provide liquidity against ISC instead of USDC. Uh, yeah, that's a long story short. And now we hope, maybe I'm the only one hoping that I don't lose all my money.
No, man.
I've been with those folks. Nah, I know.
No, I don't want to see you set your money on fire. Let's make some
Yes,
money
yes.
here.
Oh, no, I mean, we are making money actually. Like that is like,
That's
it's
good.
already happening. Yeah.
I love it.
You know what might be interesting, Richard? Go to go to Bird Eye. Let's take a look at ISC volume. I bet ISC volume has gone up. You could probably see it on the chart. I'm guessing you could probably see an increase in ISC volume since we've been LPing in these other markets. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Definitely noticeable. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Some sideways chop there.
That's
And
all
this
us.
is real volume.
That's real
Yeah, it's like
volume. That's all us.
basically those is like there's some how you call it, pools that have very low liquidity, and they only get arbitrage once they hit a certain threshold. So pop, pop, pop. Like that's the real price essentially.
I
And then
think
there's one
it's
trade.
bin step width.
Ah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the
That
best.
chart reminds me of Sharky.
The
Oh,
Alex,
look at
Alex knows what I'm talking about.
look at the increase in volume. It's
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
because it's getting multi-hops, you know, trades
Yeah.
are getting routed through this as well. So you see there's trades for Nero to IST there as well.
right, right. And then
Also-
some arbitrage.
It could be good for the project because you're essentially going to get the fees on the liquidity you provide as a project.
Yep.
Right. The fees? Oh, what do you mean?
You as a project are providing some liquidity, no?
Yeah, but like that's not like we don't make that much money out of it.
Yeah, but if
So-
like people start
Yeah, if it really
making meme
takes
coin
off.
pools, you know, if
Yes,
there's
yes.
millions of volume, it could be worth it for the project as well.
Yeah, to some
Can you change
extent.
the time step to like 15 minutes? And then zoom it in to like the last hour. Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
That's all you, man. It's all Richard.
It's all thanks to you guys. Now I just need to convince a bunch of people to do this semi actively. All right. So I think we still have some IC. Do you guys usually keep it in the back pocket? Just in case like that one of the pool go out of
Yeah, it's always good
Yeah,
to have.
that's yeah.
all right.
You want to have some powder?
This one is not printing at all.
Yeah, it's not really getting a lot of volume, huh?
$37.
Woo!
Yay.
Buy some coffee with that.
Yeah, there you go.
It's in volume, not fee.
Yeah, fees 0.25% of that.
Yeah. This one, it's been like scaringly going on the left, but so far so good.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point, hopefully you get a good swing up and then
Yeah, that's when I would close it.
close it down.
Then we-
Yep.
Then we call it a day.
Yeah,
Yep.
perhaps you could even shorten it a bit because you went in with bid asks. Your average price is a bit lower
Mm-hmm.
because the odds of it doing like what is it, 70% going 70% up within the next hour or so are pretty slim. I think.
All right. So we withdraw this one, right? Okay. Withdraw most of it, or we close this position and we open a new one.
I would close it and open a new one,
All right.
honestly.
So let's take a screenshot of that.
Unless you want to stay with us for like 6 more hours.
I have things to do. No, let's do 1 hour. Let's try
I don't-
to
I don't have that much liquor.
don't they have like overnight shipping where you are?
Actually, where I live, you can't buy liquor on Sunday.
But
Small.
Yeah,
You
I've
withdrew
I've
it.
always really despised all those like rules about, oh, okay, no more cannot sell alcohol after this price. So do we go full range? What do we do here?
I think this is pretty
This
okay. Maybe even a bit tighter.
tighter, all right. Like this?
Maybe just a few more bins on the right, so you don't you're actually in the profit if it bumps out.
All right.
Yeah, that one should be fine. Maybe
Okay.
not so much ISC on the left though.
Right. We had
Turn
614.
off your autofill.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
And this
that one.
like
Yeah,
spot or curve?
you can do spot. I think this one has good odds of happening.
All right. IC is like there's a few other Flatcoin project. In my opinion, that's IC is the only one that has like decent design, to be honest. Most other Flatcoin are essentially DAI. So like the issue is like the only demand for CDP, DAI style stablecoin, is to leverage on something. So why would you want to leverage on a flat coin which grows in value over time when you can leverage on US dollar, which lose value over time? So there won't be that much demand for it. So you can look at Nuon. They've pretty much like they add way more how I say exposure than we did, like way bigger backer, and they're still pretty much stuck at the beginning, like no TVL. So like the reason why like I think it's the right design is that we're willing to take, I would say, like a little bit more risk to just push it forward. Like there's a bunch of projects that they built a platform to build such stable currency, but they didn't want to do it. Like Reserve Protocol is one of them that they have the infrastructure to build it, just no one willing to do it because of the legal risk. The treasury is held in brokerage in one of the major financial center. It's like in what we've started 2 hours ago. This I don't think we pretty much started close to that. We did 3x the volume compared to TVL in 2 hours. That's pretty sick.
Hell
Very
yeah.
high volume.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you guys know if like people are like so there's this tool, right? Metlex. Do people are people working on a bot to automate this more or less?
I think there's a lot of factors that where human input is required. Your
Mm.
experience with these and stuff. I don't think it can be
Yeah, it would be
automated
very
yet.
hard to program. Like all the insight that you guys are giving, it's like, okay, let's
Yeah,
try to make some
yeah.
rules around that. And like it's that for a bot, like that's what we're doing. We create trading bots. It's basically there's so many corner case that will like not drain you completely because you have like safeguards against this, but it could be like, okay, you create a bot and then the bot picks up a pool that's like clearly fake, but because you did not protect against that, then you waste all your money there. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, there's Hummingbot is it's an open source project to a liquidity bot, and it runs on a lot of EVM blockchains and as well as sexes. And they're looking to integrate with Solana at some point in the future. So I'm actually really psyched about that. It's a really great project. Um, and then there's also Hawksite. Hawksite does automation of liquidity providing, but it's very, very simplistic. It does an automatic rebalance. They do have integration with Meteora right now, but it's in a beta, and it doesn't have all the same features that they have for other markets where you can automate liquidity. So like and I haven't looked at it lately, but the V1 of it that doesn't provide liquidity in Meteora, it has support for different indicators for rebalancing. So you could do a simple rebalance where right now, as far as I know, the DLMM beta is a very simple rebalance. If you're out of range, then it rebalances 50-50 or tries to do as best as it can to rebalance 50-50. But the V1 for other markets, it can do rebalancing based on different indicators. It can do rebalancing like a periodic rebalance. So there are some automation tools out there, and I think there's going to be more that come. But um, the more sophisticated strategies like what Mario does and other the Goose Gang do, I think is very difficult to automate.
Right, right. Do you feel like Camino Vault is similar to Oxide, or do you have a preference?
What's that?
That like Camino also has like
Oh yeah,
rebalanced
yeah. Camino has
liquidity
vaults too. Yeah,
position. Do you
yeah.
feel like Oxide is better or Camino is better, or
Um,
they're different?
I guess it really depends on how you want to set up the position. So I know Hawksite, their ranges are pretty wide and they don't rebalance very often. Hawksite definitely is more flexible because you can set your own ranges and eventually you'll be able to do some different strategies and rebalance based on other things other than just being out of range. So I think if you want something simple and very hands off, then Camino is definitely a great way to go. Hawksite, you can get a bit more advanced with how you rebalance, how often you rebalance, things like that.
Cool, cool. Okay.
How's the Nero
Michi's
doing?
still not me.
Yeah, Michi's not
Near.
doing much.
That's the. Oh, that's the soul. Sorry. I think it's slowed down, if I'm not
Yeah, it's
mistaken.
slowing down a bit. And the Soul, how's that one doing?
This one's fairly quiet. Still in range though, which is good.
How much volume have we got on it?
10K.
10K. All right, 1 to 1. That's not
Yeah,
terrible.
in like 1 hour and 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like that's something I should like, especially Sol ISC, just build a simple bot to provide liquidity there, or maybe I
Yeah.
use Oxide or Camino for that.
Yeah, have you talked to Camino about setting up vaults
Yeah,
for
yeah.
ISC?
So the the whole reason for a point system is to again walk people through the point system, like to DeFi. So like we want to give people on Meteora that like do it manually a shot of gaining points, but like obviously at some point the we're gonna have points on Camino and Oxide.
Okay.
So it's just like if we like what Sanctum did is that they threw all of DeFi at once.
Yeah.
So it's great for like, well, whatever you do, you're probably going to get points. So you're not actually going out there figuring out like, where can I use my INF? It's just like, whatever you do, you're going to get like same amount of
Right.
points. So don't bother. For ISC, we want to take a different approach of like really take the time to learn each things, and maybe each thing is not going to be your thing, but at least you're going to have a look of like, okay, like this thing is giving X amount of points for that. It's like, let me check it out to see if it's worth it, and then they'll check it out and then they'll decide for themselves. So in order to do this, we really want to roll it out one thing at a time. So to really give our
Right.
community, hopefully growing community, like the chance to really check all protocols. Uh, and
Yeah,
that
I like
helps.
that approach. I like that
Yeah, yeah.
approach because I think it exposes your users to different avenues and different opportunities.
Yep. And then like obviously we want to reward the harder things to do. DLMM probably is going to be the most rewarding so far, and like maybe until the end, just because it's like you can print fees, and the fees has the same multiplier as the Meteora. If we go check,
Right.
oh, I closed it, did I? Yes. So you can see. So it's like same as 1,000 points per IC in fees instead of $1. Obviously, we had to price it in ISC
Right.
versus like 1 points per in TVL. So same as Meteora. So TVL for DLMM is not interesting. If you just want to sit back, then CPMM will be much better. Same, but it's still like you're taking because you're taking more risk in Meteora. It's very much more rewarding than Solon.
Right.
So like we want to do this trade-off of like risk, effort, reward. It's tricky to get that right. So for
Yeah.
example, not like most people just went with Solon so far because it's like it's just deposit and you chill.
Set it
So
and forget
maybe
it.
yeah. So maybe we're gonna like rethink the points here to really encourage people to like basically reward people who add more value, and like the diversification of the action is what adds value. If everyone provided liquidity on Meteora and none on Solend, then we would want to encourage people to do Solend so that like people can borrow at a cheap rate and so on.
Right.
But yeah, we have the opposite issue now. Not enough people on Meteora.
Oh, so if I understood right, today we're doing profit sharing again. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I put that in the chat, the form, or Orion created the form. I put that in the chat, the Google Doc. Fill that out. No guarantee of profit, but
I'll send
We don't
the
share the losses.
social
yeah.
the socialized loss form later.
You got deposit, yeah.
You front run me on that one. Uh, But I think actually so far this one is like we've been losing money on but not so much actually. I forgot. Yeah, that was pretty much the price that we started at, right? It was
Yeah,
0.19.
it should be pretty.
Yeah,
It's either at 0 or I think around that because it never had that second pump, but it's still good.
yeah. Still in the pretty much where we started. The soul, I mean, is just gonna be pretty neutral. Either we're gonna lose a little bit of money or we're gonna make a little bit of fees. And this one's just gonna do nothing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much risk versus reward. If you want something stable that can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to 0 within a few hours, this is pretty much what you can expect, a few percent per day.
right.
Yeah.
In this case, you guys just you would recommend just to chill on this one still?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you see a pump up, then
Mhm.
if you get a good opportunity to close it with a positive gain, it would be good. Um, Something else you can do, you can use my P&L tool to look at your total wallet profit for your DLMM. Um, I don't know if you're okay sharing your wallet address. We could take a look at it.
But he
Sure.
has to close the positions first, no?
No, it'll do it for open
Oh,
positions.
nice.
Alex says close the third one.
This one?
I
The
I don't know
Nero?
what he meant.
I
He
think
said
he's
third.
saying
I
Meiji.
think he meant Michi.
This one.
Yeah, he says the risk doesn't make sense, and I have to agree. I don't like
Yeah, I
these
think
high
so too.
market cap coins because they can still do like minus 30% in a day, and you only get like 1-2% in fees. So that won't
Yeah.
cover the losses at all.
All right. I do agree also. Let's close it.
And if you want, you can put the Michi into a limit order on Jupiter.
Oh, I was just gonna put liquidity on the here.
I'm not
Do you
sure
think?
if it will get traded.
Yeah, it may
Uh,
not. I would
I
just
see.
go
I
ahead
see.
and put it into a limit order.
Limit order. I see. I see. Let's try this. Do we use the current market price or slightly higher?
You guys do it
You-
slightly higher.
Did you collect your fees first?
Withdraw and
It
close.
does not automatically.
Yeah, if you did withdraw 100%
Oh, if you
and
closed
close.
it, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're drawing close. Yeah, okay. So automatic.
Yeah, put it a
We're
little bit
here.
higher.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Is that gonna? Okay, yeah. You want higher. All right, cool. Yeah, if you want, you can take a look at the profit analysis tool. You just put
It's
in your
interesting
wallet
because
address.
it traded a lot recently.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
I think that's relative, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So on Metlex, right?
No. I dropped the link in the chat.
Oh, cool.
And then you can
Actually,
just put your
well,
wallet address in there.
how far back is it gonna analyze?
It'll go back to
Uh,
the inception of DLMM
all
in
right,
November.
I'll do it in another window. Oh, that's correct. Okay.
Someone asked, why do swaps go through ISC? Jupiter automatically makes such a trade, so how is it more profitable?
Yeah,
Profitable to
so Jupiter will route orders through multiple markets. So and it'll do so to get the best price, right? So say you want to swap, I don't know, some crazy thing like Bonk to Nero, and it could do it by by swapping Bonk to Sol, Sol to ISC, and ISC to Nero, if that gives you the best price. So because what happens is all of these markets kind of get out of balance, and at some point, Nero ISC is going to give you the best price. So that swap from Bonk to Sol, Sol to ISC, ISC to Nero is going to give you a better price than if you went through another route. So basically, all the traffic that we're getting in these markets we set up for ISC are getting routed in that manner. They're all part of a multi-hop order that's getting routed through Jupiter.
this is unrelated.
And you can see that when you go into Bird Eye and you look at the detailed transactions. You can see if you look them up on SolScan, you'll see that they're multi-hop positions. So
We're net
is
profit.
this your this is so yeah, if you want, you can filter the time range. So put in like 725 or something, 725, 2024. You gotta, yeah, but change it to 25. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
there you go. And then change your end date to
39.
yeah, 7:30. 7:30.
That's
Yeah,
not
I just type it in there. So do 7:19, yeah, then do 7:30 for the end date. Yeah, just type. Yeah, that's it. That's good. That works.
Interesting. My keyboard. There seems to be an issue here. But if I type it, doesn't work. Like if I
All
type
right, look.
30,
Oh,
it types 2 for some reason.
oh, that's weird. All right, hit
Or maybe
the
it's my
calendar. Hit the calendar.
yeah, that works. I think.
Okay.
And then just that is
Yeah, that
so weird.
works. So you're back on the 6th,
Okay, that should be okay. Ah,
and
no,
then
not doing it.
change the end date. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Yay. So
All
Michi,
right. Slightly
Michi.
profitable on Nero.
Yeah.
Slightly negative on Michi.
And positive on Soul.
Positive on Sol.
Hell yeah.
That's
And it
almost
looks like the
$20.
API is behaving okay, maybe. I think with all the
Uh,
positions that we have, the API is okay. So I think your USD profit there is probably okay.
Impressive. This too is amazing.
Someone asked if there's been profit sharing in the past.
I think
Hasn't
we
been
had
profits
one.
in the past.
Yeah, I think we had one session where we had profits, but I don't think we ever did any distribution of it.
Oh,
The moral of the story, you have to provide liquidity in ISC to make money.
Yeah,
There you go.
seems so.
Not
Right.
financial advice. That's not true. That's not actually true. IC is still better than US dollar, but it's not true. That the only way to make money is to provide against IC. 2 days later, there's one guy is like coming harassing me on Discord and Twitter. It's like, you told me it would be profitable. It's like, no, no, no.
So yeah, I would say keep an eye on that Nero
Oh, there's
position.
actually Michi. We don't know if it's gonna end at. I'm just gonna close it. Don't want to hold that until. But you guys, yeah, no, fuck it.
it failed.
Yeah, it failed.
All right.
So Richard, when are you joining the Goose Gang?
I don't know. Should I?
You should.
Yes,
All the cool kids are doing it.
that's
I
right.
heard. I heard.
We're currently not accepting new members until we have like a system that should be done soon. But you can be our honorary Goose. I think
can
you
do
deserve
that.
it.
Thank you. Thank you. So, do I wait until the system is back up? I can
No,
join
no,
with
no,
the
no,
new
no.
crowd.
You'll get an invite link now.
Oh,
We'll be
awesome.
honored to have you on board.
So I'll get all the alpha.
That's right.
So I guess I canceled it, right?
Yeah, it looks like it canceled. Should have it.
I guess not.
Maybe not. Go back to the limit order. Hit refresh. Oh, I think it filled. It must have filled. Go to your order
Oh,
history. Yeah, look at that. It filled.
when I was about to, like, how did it feel? Like the price did not go to that. I think it's just canceled. Trade?
No, it filled. Completed.
Huh. Okay. I will
Yeah,
not.
sometimes it'll fill stuff that doesn't even show up on the chart. So
Interesting. And now let's withdraw the money, or did it?
no, that's
auto
it.
withdraw?
That's it. You've already got the
Oh shit.
ISC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in your wallet.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. As I was losing faith, Michi proved me wrong. Goodbye, Michi. So I'll
How's
check
Nero?
also for profit. Nero.
Oh, it's doing
Oh,
good.
and we're probably up. If I think of about the profits, it's like nice, right in the middle as where we want it to be.
And that's on your position as well. Because I think
Yeah, pretty
there's
sure.
other liquidity in there. I mean, you probably had the most liquidity, but
Your position, this one. Yeah.
yeah, nice, very nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm so used to be the more or less the sole liquidity provider that yeah, I just look at
Yeah,
this
the overall distribution. Yeah,
this sad reality of providing ISC liquidity.
I mean,
Uh,
it could change.
yeah,
That's true. That's true. I'll need to adapt,
that's right.
build new tools, or look at this instead.
Meme coins are the meta.
Yep.
Yeah, I really wish here that they would show this on top of this, well, especially zoomed out. I've asked, I'm not gonna murder it, like Izu something something something,
Hmm.
but I think he has 50 million feature request. The Do you
So
guys want
yeah,
to go in on something else, or we close it for today?
I think we probably close it for today.
All right.
So everybody look for the link. Maybe Heavy Metal Cook, you can drop that link again.
let's see. Hang on.
And and keep an eye on that Nero position, and if you get to the upper end of that range,
Oh,
close it
so
out.
you're suggesting to just keep that one, the smaller one open? This one? I don't think it's worth it. Just close it.
Yeah, I mean you can close it. But the other one, I don't know if you want to keep watching
Keep
it for
it
a little
active.
while or just go ahead and close it out and finish it up.
Yeah, I'll just close it so it's clean.
Okay.
Then we can calculate the profit to distribute.
Everyone gets 10 cents.
Hey, 10 cents is 10 cents.
Richard, I've sent you the invite link on Discord.
Yay. Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
All right.
I'll
Form,
get to it
Do that
after.
later because the
Yeah,
pink
yeah.
link is multi-use.
form is in the chat here. Someone asked, so when you have high slippage, is it better to put it in as a limit order? I mean, this was kind of like, didn't really want to mess with it anymore. Set it up there and forget it, walk away. But
So I'm not sure what they mean by if you have high slippage. I guess
I don't know.
if there's a lot of volatility and you're afraid to set a high slippage order, then yeah, a lot of times it's better to just put it in a limit order, because then it'll get filled at that price.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's very
One
contentious, if
thing
you
that's
don't want to.
important to make note of is the limit orders on Jupiter. It is not an order book. It is not like the traditional sex. It does not work the same way. So
Right.
your
Yeah, they
order,
have keeper bots that
yeah,
execute the swaps for you.
your order might get filled, or it might even get partially filled. I have seen it. I have put limited orders out there, seen the price hit, and it didn't fill. And
Yeah, sometimes the bots just can't fill the orders. They have
yeah,
a hard
can't
time
fill the
filling the
orders.
orders
And
because of slippage.
yeah, and if there's no liquidity at that price, then it's definitely not going to fill.
Yeah.
So
Are
there's
they
no guarantee on that.
fill or kill position, or they can be partially filled?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
if there's enough markets and enough liquidity, your chances of getting it filled are pretty good. So like Michi has a lot of liquidity, a lot of markets. So, it was pretty unlikely that order wouldn't eventually get filled, assuming that it would hit that price. But yeah, Heavy Metal Cook is right. If it's a token that has low liquidity, like especially like with these meme tokens, right? Because there's not a lot of markets. Basically, you're just waiting for the right price in the radium market because that's the only place you're going to get liquidity. Sometimes they won't fill because price impact might be too high. Although the nice thing with limit orders on Jupiter is that they will do partial fills, and so if there is sufficient liquidity to fill out, maybe like $10 at a time, it'll do it $10 at a time. So
Yeah.
you can get partial fills, and then eventually it may end up filling the whole thing.
Yeah, it'll keep it open and keep trying until it can.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I saw the wick that filled this.
Oh, there you go.
That was it. But we still filled at a better price. Like we really like maxed it out.
Yeah,
Did good.
did good.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
But
Shit, I'll
I
drink to
don't
that.
want to be the party breaker, but I think that's inverted chart. So up means down.
Oh, boo.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
because Michi went down now.
I won't drink to that.
7.5.
Flipped. Oh, so you got a worse price.
Ah,
Thank goodness. My
Oh,
wife-
because it's ISC Michi, not Michi ISC.
rip. Also, the limit order was a very bad one.
No, it still
Yeah.
filled at market price, so it's not bad.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just that Michi dropped.
no, I mean like if it filled here, right? It's even worse than the market price.
Yeah, but there was liquidity at a higher price, so it wasn't selling it at the lower price. It just means that your limit is that price, but it will try to fill on better price if it can.
I see. And then Cheeto. I don't know if that works, but basically Jito, I think you're supposed to not get MEV'd.
Yeah, it's supposed to help prevent the sandwich attacks and
Yep.
Yeah, if you use
Wow, that
2-3%
felt quick.
slippage, it's pretty safe. But anything over that, you're going to get MEV with any value.
I see. All right. I think we
So are you in
closed
profit?
everything. Let's see. I'll need to calculate the swaps, but I think we just
Yeah.
go for that and split that. I mean, unless the swaps are profitable, which I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
you have to
this,
see what happened with that Michi. See what the
yeah,
final
yeah,
numbers
yeah,
were on the
yeah.
Michi, because that would
Right,
have
right,
cut
right.
into it a bit.
Either way, we're gonna if there's more profit, we're gonna distribute the more profit. Otherwise, I'll distribute this to people in ISC as a condition.
There you go. Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. It's
Oh
good
yeah,
having you,
guys.
Richard.
How long
I'll
are we
see you.
keeping this open? These positions open? When do we
No,
quit?
no, no, I closed
Ah,
everything.
you
I
closed
closed
them.
everything.
Oh, you're closed,
Yeah.
closed.
I was asking a lot of questions during this call to learn, and then the seems the consensus was like don't leave a position open when you go away. But I actually might reopen the sole position for help with routing. Actually, another question, like aren't you guys considering to switch to LSTs instead of Sol, and why not?
For providing liquidity against memes and stuff, or
Yeah, and pushing the trading. Like basically it would be better off to hold any of LST, right? But it's just because of the routing, I
Yeah,
assume.
because
Yeah.
it adds another hop, and with
Exactly.
memes, the volatility is so huge that with tight slippage, the trades won't get routed on time, and
I see,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's the challenge with using anything other than Sol, because you're adding an additional hop. So that's why you have to keep the fees low.
Right, right, right.
And
So it's not even the hop, the fee on the extra hop, right? It's just that a lot of trades won't get routed through that even if it was a better price, or
yeah, because
No.
it also takes more time, I think.
I mean, I think they will if it's the best price, they'll get routed to it. But yeah, adding the extra hop, it's going to add additional fees and additional, um, you know, basically spread that
I
needs to
see, I
be
see.
covered by the swap.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
because I'm gonna really try to push Sanctum to reduce the current swap fee is like 10 bips, which is essentially killing any kind of LPing for any LST. So I really want to push them to either 0 bips or 1 bips, so that the LST have a chance in DeFi. to be used as trading, but maybe you guys like even that won't really cut it.
Yeah.
I see, I see. That's kind of too bad. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I mean, if at some point people are actually using them to perform
Yeah,
native
to flip,
swaps where
right?
there's no additional hop, then I think there would
Mm,
be more incentive to provide liquidity in those markets.
right. So if they want to have a chance, they really need to push one specific LST for LPing, right? And
Yeah,
trading.
right.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, if it,
understood.
at some point in the future, when ISC really comes to fruition, people are going to be swapping with it natively, and then
Right, right,
it
right.
won't be, you won't have to worry about multi-hop. So
Right, right, right. Yeah, it's the whole network effect. You need the trader and the LPer to agree. What do we
yeah,
use for the base pair?
yeah. But I think,
Because
I think if you provide points for folks for providing liquidity against meme pairs, they definitely would be more willing to do it, just to farm the points, and it'll increase your liquidity
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
ISC as well.
And then we can encourage the trader to use ISC for trading meme coin, and
Yeah,
then we can encourage
absolutely.
the meme coin creator to use ISC. It's fun. Yeah, it's truly like a network effect. Like
Yeah,
currency is all about network.
yep.
Yeah. Hey, so we had a question. Someone who's not on the Zoom, I think they're watching on YouTube or something. They had a question out in our Discord. Says, how do you go around when the market price is too far away from pool price and there is risk of loss because of arbitrage? And the pool updates like 1x per 5 minutes or so on the website, or maybe more on some more volatile often. I am reading it as written here. Um, but how do you go around when the market price is too far away from the pool price?
Well, it
And is
depends
there
if the
risk of
pool
arbitrage? Yes.
if the pool is empty, then you can use Edge on Meteora, and there's a sync button that will sync it to market price. And if it's not empty and doesn't have the liquidity in that range, then you have to provide a small amount of liquidity in the current market price, so
Very.
it gets arbitrated and synced to the right price. There's also the third option that the fee is pretty high, so dynamic fee at 10%, and then the pop-up will show up when price starts moving from down to up, because the price difference will be 7, 8, 9% between the pool price and market price.
Yeah. So hopefully answered your question out there, Emil Botchinik. Dude, sorry, I'm slurring my words today. But there you go. Yeah, and like I said, when you talked about small amount, I mean a very small amount, like the amount of money you're willing to throw out the window. Because that is what is going to happen.
Pretty much
Sometimes,
just $1, $2 is enough.
yeah, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes that amount is too small for the trade to happen, and sometimes you have to go slightly higher. But again, you are going to lose on that. So I mean, I saw a guy yesterday. He put in buckets of money, like more money than I make in a year, and he got wrecked in seconds, and that was pretty sad.
Yeah, it's like there's some trades that you're taking risk, and there's other trades that no, you're just gonna lose money. And like putting liquidity at a mispriced DLMM, you're gonna lose money. So you want to make sure that okay, you're gonna lose 20 cents to rebalance it instead of $20,000. Because like if you put as he's saying, like the big amount, you're just gonna lose whatever. It's a percentage game. You're gonna lose like 5% or 10%, and that's okay if you put like a small amount, then like you just rebalance it. But like you could lose like the on a large amount and then get wrecked.
Yeah, super wrecked. So is that it? We're done?
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, so um it's thanks to Ben for starting up this and letting Richard ISC coming on. Thank you, Richard, for joining us today and LPing your money and sharing uh in the profit. It's been fun. Mario thank you and the rest of the Goose Gang for coming in and having your expert knowledge for us there. Alex and your tools and everybody in Geek Lab, thank you so much for coming out. Cheers, Skull.
Cheers.
Whatever you
Thank
say.
you for all the advice and all answering all the questions.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Y'all have a good one.
Cheers.
Thank you. See
Have
you
a good one,
guys.
guys. See ya.